This you're saying is simply breathing, taking a deep breath, because some of us are going to be hearing you mention this for the first time, and they're going to think to themselves, well, maybe I'm having a really stressful day at work. Take a breath, Kimberly, take a deep breath. But I'm sure it's more than that.
Definitely it is more than that. If you notice, every state of mind has a corresponding pattern of breath. Now, when you're angry, how do you breathe?
You tend to huff and puff.
Correct. It's very shallow and very fast. Get out of my sight. That is how the whole system pants. It goes so fast. And same way, when you're upset, when you're tired, how do you breathe? You breathe very long and deep. Oh God, help me. Yeah. Now, when you're happy and joyful, you breathe in such a harmonious way. So what does it mean? It means that every state of mind, every time you have a change of your emotion, it changes the pattern of breath also. So every emotion corresponds with the pattern of breath. Now, in the Art of Living, what we teach you is a very powerful technique which was invented by Sri Ravi Shankar, the founder of the Art of Living Foundation. He invented this technique called the Sudarshan Kriya Yoga. It's called Sky. Now, the Sky technique has already been enjoyed by millions of people across the world in such a short span of 30 years because of its simplicity and effectiveness on the health, the mind, the emotional, mental and physical impurities are released much more faster. What this Sudarshan Kriya does, it uses various rhythms of breath. Now, using these various rhythms of breath, what it does, it churns the breath in such a harmonious way inside our system. It influxes so much of oxygen inside the system that naturally all our toxins from our cells are getting released by itself. And Sudarshan Kriya Yoga, the Sky technique, is also one of the most extensively medically researched technique in the whole world also. And it has given some amazing benefits throughout the world. Let me share about my own experience. 11 years ago, 12 years ago, before I came to Art of Living, I was an alcoholic myself. I used to drink 1 liter of rum every night before going to bed.
1 liter?
1 liter of rum, like a horse. And I used
That's like drinking water.
Yeah, wow. And I was smoking almost 30 to 40 cigarettes a day. That was my lifestyle. Very angry, very short-tempered, and very impatient and restless all the time. Now, just doing this 4-day program, it made such a fundamental difference to my life. The way I looked at life was different because the course is not about breathing exercises. It's much more deeper than that. It's got some very powerful meditations, very beautiful stretches for the physical body to be much more energetic, very powerful wisdom to allow us to handle our day-to-day life challenges as they come. So put together, this 4-day program transformed my life. And hence, I did the course, then I went ahead and I did my advanced courses, then I went for my teachers training courses, and eventually I became a teacher, and that at one point I decided this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. The transformation that it brought to me, I thought this is so beneficial to the society, and I wanted to become an instrument to bring this powerful wave of knowledge, this powerful wave of peace and love across every section of the humanity across the world. Somebody asked Sri Ravi Shankar once that, you've spreaded the Art of Living so fast. When are you going to stop? And Sri replied, he said, I'm not going to stop till we have put a smile on every face on this planet.
Now, here in Barbados, we have what we would call a predominantly Christian society. Now, there are those out there who might hear this particular bit of information and might feel a little torn, either because you've mentioned yoga and there might have been some misconceptions with regard to one's religious belief and religious practices juxtaposed to taking part in meditation, yoga, and all of these other forms of stress-relieving exercises. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, first of all, you're quite right. There is a lot of misconception about the yoga, not just in the Christian society, but across the world, across many faiths also. Yoga has got nothing to do with any religious beliefs. It's like going to the gym. If the gym, the whole element of gym was brought out in the United Kingdom or America, we don't say, okay, this is something American, this is something British, so we can't go to the gym. It is not like that. Yoga is simple, powerful exercises, simple physical postures that we use to help relax a little more. Now, let's understand why yoga is done. You know, this might help clear up a lot of facts. Now, if you notice, every time, if you look at your body is always in the present moment. Yes? See, you can't send your body to the past. You cannot say, okay, why don't you go do my job which I've not finished? Nor you can send the body to the future. Nor you can say, you know what, you go ahead, cook food, I'll join you later. You can't do that. Body is always in the present, right? So is the breath. Now you can't breathe for the past. You can't say that yesterday I was in an elevator, I didn't breathe enough, so let me catch up with some breath now. You can't do that. Breath is always in the present. You can't say that tomorrow I've got a very hectic day, so let me breathe some extra now, so tomorrow I don't have to worry breathing. You can't do that too. Breath is always also in the present. What is wandering away all the time? What is leaving your reality, not letting you relax? Is your mind running away into the past emotions of guilt and anger and regret, or future worries and anxieties? So when you do yoga, when you do physical stretches, yoga means union. Union of the body, breath and the mind. When the mind is united with such two powerful tools of the present moment, like body and the breath, the mind also educates and learns to be in the present. And then you are more joyful. Then you are more relaxed. Then you go to the church and pray. Then you are really there with the Christ at that point. You are in the church, your mind is outside the church. Then are you really praying? Are you really with God? You are not. I read it somewhere very recently in Psalm 40. But Jesus somewhere he said, be still and you will experience God. So yoga is nothing to do with any religion. If you look at the yoga, the origin of yoga was 8,000 years ago. All the religions that we know of are only 3,000-4,000 years old. That's it. Christianity is only 200, 300 years old. Buddhism is 3,000 years old. All these religions that we talk about are very recent in this world. Yoga was there with, those who were spiritual seekers. Thousands of years ago, they realized doing certain physical postures helped them meditate deeper, helped them to be with God a little more better. That was the whole purpose of yoga, to bring that fitness in the body so that when the body is healthy, when the body is fit, mind also is relaxed.
Dushyant, what are your expectations or the impact that you are looking to bring to the rest of Barbadian society?
To me, for a progress of every society, one has to need to be at ease with themselves. See, the more and more we are at ease with ourselves, we are able to bring that ease in our environment and in our society, in our country also. So I would say that this course certainly helps that way. Everybody can come to some ease. When you are at ease, you are naturally taking more responsibility for yourself, for your family, for your society and a country as a whole. When you are at ease, you have a sense of belongingness towards everybody. And I think this is what is required for our society to grow together strongly in every section and every sector also.
I understand that you had a very formidable student in the art of living.
That's right, yeah. We have Ekta Thani with us also. She's done the course with me recently, and I'll let her introduce herself and talk a little bit about her own experience and how it has transformed her life doing the course also.
I just did the course in Curacao, and it was 4 days, and I was kind of forced to do it by my parents because they took it also. But it's something that it's like going to the gym, but for inside of you. It's like learning yoga, meditation, and it has nothing to do with what religion you are. It's not going to be any kind of cult or anything like that. It's like bettering yourself for every day. It's going to teach you how to stand up, take charge, and move on with your day. It's like the easiest thing I think I've ever done to better myself. And it's not rocket science. It's not like yoga crazy poses. It's nothing like that. It's so simple. It's something that you wish you knew earlier. It's something you wish you did earlier. And Barbados is just so lucky to have an opportunity like this. Somebody who knows exactly how to make your life better, how to teach you how to smile, how to laugh again, and how to not worry about the little things that don't really matter. It's just an amazing opportunity. And if you don't get a chance to come this time, there's going to be many opportunities to take the course. The contact information is AOL, which stands for Art of Living. Barbados is bds@gmail.com. So the whole Gmail address is aolbds@gmail.com. In charge of the Art of Living here is Mrs. Sharon Carmichael and Mrs. Manisha Thani. You can reach them at either 233-0797 or 230-9490. Those are the Art of Living organizers for Barbados. It's an amazing opportunity. If you get a chance, jump on it.